Oh, wait. Hey, what's up, guys? It's just welcome back to Fate Grand Order X Mahoyo crossover. Last time, Bazit was hoping to get some help with her romantic endeavors, and you know, didn't really work out. Hey, Meridak KV6. But we're still unknown as to who is murdering Aoko. Because apparently it wasn't her. She apparently just left after being embarrassed. Poor Bazit. Bazit. I'll take you. Come on. I'll make sure you have a hot meal when you get home. I got Alice in my first multi. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I was able to put some single pulls into her, but didn't get her, sadly. Maybe I'm just destined to not have her or Aoko. Maybe my destiny is for naught. Hey, anyway, I guess let's not waste too much time. Let's move on to, and then there were none. Now we're hella sus of Ryogi and Shiro, I believe. Okay, hang on. So apparently I have too many craft essences. Alright, all these ones are maxed out. Let me look for the bento box or something. Honestly, I probably should just enhance these. The craft essences from the... Yeah, I probably should just do that, huh? That'd probably make more sense. Anyway, for now, let me just... Yeah, burn you. I already have a maxed out one of you. I have a maxed out one of you. I have a maxed out one of these, I believe. And if I'm wrong, well... whatever. That's fine. And let me get rid of just a couple more. Oh, I have two of these maxed out. I don't need these. Budgeting this year's been hell. I got Alice on like third multi, but took 400 more SQ for NP3. That's really how I'm gonna get. Yeah. I had way too many casual multis. Yeah. Hey Gogeta. Hey Dippo. It is hell. we yeah. No, things probably aren't. My prospects for the rest of the year probably aren't looking too good. If I want any chance at BB Dubai, I'm probably gonna have to like hold back pretty much all year after this. Like, I'll keep trying for Alice, but after this I'm gonna have to try and stop myself from being you know, a fool. And then there were none. Start quest. Oh. Oh, we're sprinting. Oh, right, Robin came and told us something happened at the end of last time, too. That's right. Oh, yeah, she was shot. Yeah. Wait, Aoko's brown bread again? Lamau rip? What? Robin! What the? I mean, I guess it's okay to be casual about it, given we know she'll probably come back. But like, damn, bro! Damn it, not just twice, but thrice. This might be the first time I've seen someone actually clear their own name. Is she, really dead? Yeah. Yeah, it's Aozaki, alright. Well, the third one, anyway. It looks like she's been shot in the head with what appears to be a bullet, and who has a gun? Hmm. And the hot water's preventing the blood from clotting, so she's still bleeding. That's rough. I can't be certain about her time of death, but I would guess it happened when we heard that gunshot. That would be a fair assumption, yeah. Yeah, probably. It's usually a mistake to equate gunfire with time of death, but in this case, that's probably right. There was still gunpowder smoke in the air when we got here through the changing room. So it's been less than 10 minutes since she died. Her killer must still be nearby. If we can catch them and confirm that they have a gun that was recently fired, then... There's no need for that. I did it. I killed her. Oh, you're just confessing. No, don't make any excuses. Go ahead, arrest me, kill me in revenge. Do with me what you will. Right. Yours looks to be the only gun here, so it's safe to say it's the murder weapon. But first, can you tell us what's going on? What kind of disaster happened here? What kind of... There's no way you'd believe me even if... No, wait. The fact that you're here at all. Maybe you would. Alright, I woke up early today and decided to take advantage of it to go in the secret spring. Right? I figured. I didn't see anyone else's clothes in the changing room, so I thought I'd beat everyone else to the punch, but Aozaki turned out to already be here, right? No, I was. Huh? There was another me here along with the dead woman. The woman was standing over there with her back towards me, facing down the other me. I opened the glass door and stopped in my tracks because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Then the other me made the first move. She aimed her gun and pulled the trigger with incredible speed, way faster than anyone should be able to. And that was when she shot Aozaki? No, wait, we heard 2 gunshots, so... I see now. The other Sugitani wasn't aiming for Aozaki. She was aiming for you, wasn't she? That's right. The other me tried to shoot me as soon as she saw my face. I wouldn't be alive now if it wasn't for that woman. She jumped in front of me without a moment's hesitation and took the bullet meant for me clean through her head. I was still reeling, but at the end of the day, I'm an exorcist, and luckily I hadn't gotten undressed yet. So I put a bullet through the other me's head before she could reload. And where's this other you's body? Where's your proof? Oh, okay, she turned into Thanos dust. Existence wiping dust. Then the other me disappeared without leaving a body behind. That's everything that happened. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You know. Given the context of everything, you know, I believe her, but like... I wouldn't expect anyone else to be honest. I wouldn't, yeah, that woman would still be alive if it wasn't for me. I may as well have killed her myself. You said her name's Aozaki? She must have been the sister of the woman who got killed on the first day. Yeah, it's the sister. Right. She was a good person. I've never killed anyone willing to stick their neck out for someone else like that before. That must have been hard, Rainbow. But don't take it too hard. Naozaki wouldn't have done that if she hadn't decided it was better for her to take the bullet than you. She was only thinking about herself. You didn't kill her at all. Exactly. Naozaki would never lay down her life for anyone else. She only ever act damn. So Jiro, come on, buddy. She only ever acts on her own principles. It just so happens that whatever she does also ends up helping other people out. It's always been like that for her. Right. Interesting. You guys seem surprisingly upbeat. Am I the only one taking this seriously? Don't worry about it. Oh, there she is. Oh, someone's gonna see her resurrection firsthand. There she is. So this is where my vital signs died out. Welcome back. Soijiro is just not amused. Huh? Two people I don't recognize greeting me with a smile, and two others I know all too well wordlessly pressuring me? Oh, Robin, you're here too. What's going on? Is this some kind of prank? No. No. Okay, I get what's going on here now. Sorry you had to explain all this to me 3 separate times now. And Sugitani, don't worry about what happened here. You didn't do anything wrong. You're forgiving me for killing you? I mean, I guess I'm not the one who shot you, but... Exactly, you didn't shoot me, so this case is closed. Yeah, right. Yeah, honestly, I'm grateful to you. What would you have to be grateful for, though? Huh? You saved us a lot of time with our investigation by opening up to us so quickly. Okay. Exactly. If anyone's to blame here, it's Naozaki for being so careless. And that goes for her safety and for those of us who have to worry about her. Hey, I said I was sorry. Believe me, I feel really silly letting my guard down this badly 3 times in one case. So I wonder if she's been... killed by a clone of... all the people in the baths each time? Or... if the other 2 cases are different. I guess we'll see. I guess it's the downside of not really having to worry about singularities until they're resolved. Plus it also feels like my base output's lower than usual. It is? The other Aokos never mentioned anything about that. Oh, really? I'm sure it was the same for the other 3 too. They probably just didn't mention it because it would put them at a disadvantage. How can I explain this? It kind of feels like I've been weighed down with a heavy backpack since I got here. Or like I left with a full tank of gas, but lost almost half the moment I arrived. I guess the kind of thing's not uncommon when you travel, but still. Anyway, where's Alice? It's a good question. Yeah, I thought she'd be here too after Robin woke us up. So she's not with you guys? Then it's missed. I knew it. Huh? She must still be in her room. Let's get back to the top floor and... Stop. We need to stay put. The mist's sure to be in the hallway by now too. Looks like you're right. I'm already seeing mist in the hallway to the new building. What's with this mist anyway? Is it bad? It's way worse than just bad. You'll instantly be lost forever if you so much as touch it. Oh! Right, yeah. This mist chews up anyone who wanders into it, friend or foe. It doesn't know and it doesn't care. It's called the Wander Snatch, the Rose Hound. I forgot about this. It's a ploy kickshot that no one's ever managed to defeat. A terrible, murderous, bounded field that Kronji Alice only deploys whenever she means business. No, we never got to see her use this in Mahoyo, did we? She talked about it. I don't think it was ever actually used used, though, was it? I don't remember it being used. Did once. That wasn't the mist around the mansion during the, detective case, right? That was something else. Oh, was it the subway? All I remember from the subway is Alice and Aoko fighting the dolls that Toko sicked on them. Huh, yeah, I don't remember her using the mist there. I remember them fighting the... Oh. Eee! They came from the hallway. What are you all doing here? Wait, I don't see that mist. Does that mean this place is safe? No, thank goodness for you psychics. What a relief. I know this world could end at any moment, but that doesn't mean I want to be one of the very first people to die. Wait, how do you know that? Hang on a second. Wait. Go back.
Please calm down, Mr. Kumano. Can you tell us what happened?
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Someone disappeared right before my eyes. I was just over by the souvenir corner when... And there we go. Now I'd better go check on the secret spring.
Oh, so you do know about the secret spring? Or do you mean... the normal one? One of the 5.
There you are, Yoshisuke. Did you grill celery for breakfast this morning?
I don't mind grilled food for breakfast, but couldn't you have opened a window first? All this smoke is really hurting my eyes.
I was just brushing my hair out, too.
It feels like half the world's disappeared all of a sudden.
It wasn't me, Lady Kashin. This is mist, not smoke. Someone must have left the door open, although it's rare for there's so much fog out in this mountain. And... Lady Kashin, your face, it's...
My eye, it hurts.
It's so bright. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh.
Where are you, Yoshisuke? Oh no.
Now it's affecting my right eye, too. I'm scared, Yoshisuke. My whole body is scared. I can't feel anything. Oh.
Help me, Yoshisuke.
It feels like the Ox God's about to eat me alive. Oh, bye, Kashin. Fair reaction. TBH. Can't blame him. You probably just couldn't see her. Right.
You mean that shitty sorcerer... puppeteer is dead? Lady Kashin would never. But then again, she really did disappear as though she'd been eaten. Never mind that now. Close the door now, before the mist gets in here. What about the other guests? Can you use the indoor phone line to contact them? Oh, right, I'll do that right now. Yes, that's right. Whatever you do, do not leave your room. And keep all the windows closed, too. You want to take a morning bath in the hot springs? Don't be ridiculous. No bath is worth risking your life. I'll let you know the moment anything has changed. For now, just stay put and wait until you hear from me again.
He's more responsible than he looks. And I think we can let him handle the other guests. The problem is, what do we do with the mist outside? If Aozaki's right, it'll bite us as soon as we touch it. What kind of mist is this anyway? Wouldn't it go away once the sun comes out?
Not necessarily. Not this one. It doesn't matter how sunny it is, or how strong the wind is blowing. It'll never go away until it's made all of us disappear. And that's what fairy tales are like. Don't lump them together with the haunting and the sin.
Oh, thank goodness the other guests were still in their rooms. Psychics typically run away at the first sign of trouble, so I wasn't worried about them. But a guest with a family is the whole other matter.
That was amazing how quickly you were on that phone.
You think so? Well, things like this happen all the time around the Sin, so... Why are you smiling at me so creepily? I'd have you know I wasn't scared in the slightest.
Yeah, okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay to be scared, man.
I have every faith this is all just one's power at work. Although, this one's a bit of a hassle. I don't suppose there's anything you can do about it.
We might have some ideas.
What do you think, Aozaki? Anything we can do about it?
Well,
Luckily, it's not just me this time.
between you, me, Ritsuka, and Mash, I think we can figure something out.
Huh? Aozaki? Isn't that the name of the woman who passed away 2 days ago?
This is, her daughter. Yeah, that makes sense. Not really, but yeah, daughter.
Huh? Daughter? How's that possible? For that matter, what happened here in the first place?
It's a long story. What do you think? You want to tell him what you just told me?
No, I don't think so. It's hard enough to believe under normal circumstances, and this is far from normal. Proprietor, this mist is something you weren't expecting either, right? Then you stay here and hide under the reception desk. We'll find a way to get rid of this mist. You just make sure you've got a suitable reward ready to go. Ha! That's some big talk from a spoiled rich kid playing detective.
How do you know that?
Just do your best not to make one angry.
Huh. Maybe the Tsukijis are more famous than I realized, and he just put it together?
That guy's got a lot more backbone than you think. Don't know why he has to run his mouth like that, though.
Maybe he just dislikes detectives for some reason. Maybe.
Anyway, nice job getting him to promise us a reward, Tobimaru.
Now I'm that much more motivated to solve this.
So how are you gonna get rid of this mist? It's not just gonna go away on its own, right?
Probably not. Usually we'd ask Robin Hood, Jack, or Nursery Rhyme for their help with something like this.
Yeah, but we can't, yeah.
But I don't think we'll be able to summon anyone else in the singularity. Something's not adding up. Are you sure this mist makes you disappear?
What do you mean, Ritsuka?
Both Sugatani and Kumano touched the mist and are still here.
Or we touched the mist on our way here and we haven't disappeared.
Hey, yeah, good point.
Would you just assume that Tsukiji uses a rich kid rule language? Yeah, I don't know.
Kumano was freaking out so much I didn't realize it sooner, but you're right. What's going on, Aozaki? This doesn't match what you told us about the mist at all.
Huh? You mean you guys came here from your rooms? You weren't here to begin with?
Yeah. I've dealt with this mist before, so I got through it by keeping my coordinates fuzzy. But does this mean I didn't have to?
Maybe not. I was laying low in the hallway after I killed that other me. And these other guys didn't see me at all thanks to the mist. I was touching it the whole time too. Must have been around 10 minutes at least. I see.
Alice's mist usually works instantly the moment you touch it. I mean, her Ploy Kickshaws shouldn't even work at all right now, right? So maybe it's just extremely nerfed?
it looks like it's not as strong this time. This must mean there's a delay between touching the mist and the Wander Snatch's mouth showing up. Yeah. Alright. If it's safe to touch the mist for a little bit, then let's split up and look for Alice. Even she wouldn't use her precious play kickshaws in front of other people if she could help it. We should assume this one thing has possessed her
and caused her to lose her mind.
So don't even think about trying to reason with her or save her.
Uh-oh. That's your friend, you know.
The moment you find her, you should just contact everyone else, and we'll meet back up here.
Because the only way we're going to stop her is if we gather our forces and hit her with a surprise, no-holds-barred attack.
Fine. I'll stay here and coordinate communications. As for security. Alright, it's time we got all our intel in order. Sojiro, I'd like you to stay here and take notes for me. The other teams will be Ritsuka and Mash and Aozaki and Sugatani. If you find Kunji or anything else suspicious, come back and let me know right away. And while you're out there, it'd be a big help if you could check on the other guest rooms too. Alright, let's get to work. Don't leave any corner of this inn unturned.
You know, just because there's a delay between going into the mist and the Wander Snatch showing up to eat you, that doesn't really necessarily mean you should be, you know, wandering in it. Because what if it does show up while you're actively in it? Like, then you're kind of fucked. Maybe that's just me though. I don't know. I wouldn't go wandering in it. But you know, you do you, I guess. You do you.
We've been in the mist for 9 minutes now, Master.
I think we should go inside a room and get away from it for a while. Okay, but this one.
That's the indigo room where Shiro's staying.
I hope he doesn't mind us dropping by. Shiro, knock knock! Let me in! I don't want to get eaten, please! Knock knock! Shiro? Shiro? Hello?
He's not here.
Even though Mr. Kumano told him not to leave his room. No mist in here either.
Let's go check the other guest rooms.
I have a feeling something terrible might be happening. Probably a good assumption.
She's not here either.
Damn it, Alice. Where are you hiding?
I can't even sense her magical energy. Is she not in the building?
Or maybe she's dead? I hope not.
You shouldn't say things like that. This girl's your partner, right? Unless you have some reason to believe she's dead.
No, just wishful thinking. It'd be better for her to be dead than possessed.
Yeah? What's that?
There's no way she'd be using magecraft to attack people indiscriminately while she was still alive. It'd be real bad for all sorts of reasons if she was. But since that's what seems to be happening right now, then I'd rather she was dead and that her magical energy was leaking from her body or something. I guess. I know she'd prefer that. She'd prefer that to her body being taken over.
And here I thought you sounded heartless, when it was coming from a deep understanding. You don't want her to suffer. But I think you might be a little late. Like you said, there's a real good chance the spirit's controlling her. There's no telling what might happen at this inn. Whatever you people are, you could easily get possessed yourselves if you're not careful.
You
seem to know a lot about this inn, Sugatani.
What exactly is this place? Yeah.
I hear it was once the domain of an ancient lord of this mountain. They only started running a hot spring in here in the last 100 years or so. It was a pretty normal inn too, at least until 4 years ago. And I think it all started with Kashin.
Oh?
Kashin. That's the exorcist girl who lives in this inn, right? Do you know her, Sugatani? Yeah. She pretends to be a girl, but there's no telling what she really is. Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me. About 2 years ago, during spring, I messed up a job and almost lost my leg and stomach. Some kind of evil spirit made them rot from the inside. Kashin said Kumano's hot spring could heal me, so I gave them a shot, and this is the result. Huh? What do you mean? You look perfectly healthy now. The thing is, I used to be a guy. I just knew that's where it was going. I had a feeling. Because I was like, there's a male transformation bath. Well. I mean, hey, you look good now. I mean, hey, let's be honest. Would you rather have like the All Might treatment and not have a stomach, and like, or like a very tiny part of your stomach that barely works and no leg, or would you rather be in a woman's body? I would take the woman's body, to be honest. I would, this isn't that bad. Either living a life of suffering or just have a new body, not that bad. Whoa. Kashin said my old body was beyond repair, so she made a new one to replace it. I see. So did you come back here to get revenge or something? Why? Why would you need revenge? Nah, I wouldn't do that. She did save my life, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still pissed. Yeah, so I came here to ask if there's a way to get my old body back. Don't tell Ritsuka's group, okay? Yeah. So it's a matter of pride, huh? I don't get it, but it's probably not my place to say anything. Yeah. I mean, even if you can't get your old body back, you could at least ask. You could have asked Kashin to make you a new guy body if you're that hung up on it. Like, come on, just make me a guy again, please. So it's a matter of pride, huh? I don't get it, but it's probably not my place to say anything. But now Kashin's been lost to the mist. Part of me'd rather just make a run for it and get off this damn mountain. But now that I owe you a debt, I'm gonna stick around until you find your partner. Very, very honorable of you. Yeah, like, I don't know. No one here either. Are all the rooms the same? Aside from ours, apparently. No, there isn't. This is the Chimera room, where Ryogi is staying with her family. I see three people's worth of luggage, but no actual people. Neither Shiro nor Ryogi seemed like careless people to me. I can't imagine they'd be so quick to ignore Mr. Kumanoyan's instruction to stay in their rooms. And yet they're still gone. Why? So I don't think we'll find any answers in here. We should focus on finding Alice and having her undo this bounded field as soon as possible. Let's get back to the Sky Room, Senpai. Maybe there'll be a clue as to where Alice is in there. Maybe. I wouldn't necessarily count on it. This is the Raven-haired room, where Fujino is staying. I'll check the living room area. You look for anything else that might be out of place. So this is where Fujino is staying, huh? Her name didn't come up much when Ritsuka and Mash filled me in on the past few days. Do you know anything about her, Sugatani?
What?
What was that? You sound like I suddenly grew horns or something. Sorry, it's just I can't believe you're an exorcist and you've never heard of the Twister before. She's the founder of Senrinin Doju Satsuryu, the Thousand Leagues Telekinetic Kill School, and she's one person here you don't want to mess with. She can curse people at a distance or even on the other side of a wall, and twist them like an old dishcloth. Yeah. And that's how she got her nickname, the Twister. Seriously? She doesn't even have to be in the same room as someone to kill them? Why didn't her name come up as a suspect in my murder then? Probably because you always died from head trauma. Everyone knows that's not the Twister style. True. That said, you make a good point. What is someone that dangerous doing here? Stalking Ryogi. Or, more likely, stalking, God. I know you guys told me his name, like, yesterday, but I keep forgetting his name! Mikia. Okay. In my head, I was wanting to say, like, Makia, but that didn't sound right, but I was close. Okay. He's just so plain. His name doesn't... Anyway, it can't be just the banished spirits. If anything, she's the kind of person you'd want banished herself. She wouldn't have any reason to come here. Let's see. I think Ritsuka theorized all the people here have their own secret reasons for being here. Yeah. Here's was. Oh right, that must be why you went to the secret spring this morning. Huh? Huh? Hey, don't just blurt it out. It's embarrassing. What about you people? Why'd you come all the way out here? You don't seem like the type to depend on secret springs. Maybe the ones with the biggest secret here are actually... Aozaki? Where'd you go? Methinks she got swallowed up by something. Would seem to be the case. Go to the inverted mirror room. Oh. Okay. Start quest? Interesting. This is the attic of the old building, but I'm not seeing any signs of life. Alice must be somewhere in the new building after all. Ash? Ashu? Too bad. This usually only happens when you're alone. But the rules are different here. This is where I live, you see. Once you look it in the eye, your day will be gone for good. It's fine that you have good instincts. But if you're going to come here without a plan, you two will just end up as the first sacrificial couple. Eh? Trapped in the mirror. Huh? A tragic game. What? A bad end? Why is there a bad end in a gacha game? What? What the fuck? Okay, that was right. First, assess the situation, be patient, play main quests in places you haven't investigated yet. Make sure you've got a solid footing before you go for the prize. What? What?
murdered. What? What? Or I guess trapped. I guess not really murdered, more trapped in a mirror dimension for all time. Apparently. Okay. You know, I assumed when the temporary node popped up in this, I assumed the temporary node was the main story, and I was right. But I assumed this was going to be free quest, so I just didn't even look at it. Okay, well that's interesting. I'm assuming that's not a one-off thing. Probably. I mean, it could be, I suppose, but... Well, she wasn't in here or in the neighboring room.
Let's see. Nothing unusual in the washroom.
All I found was a little water bowl for Robin.
But more importantly, now that it's just the two of us,
Senpai, can I talk to you about something a little complicated for a moment? Did Tsukiji make a move on you? Why are you blushing? Tobimaru! Yeah, sure.
It's about, Tsukiji.
Specifically something that happened when I was guarding him over the past 2 days. I'm gonna kill him. He's a dead man. Tsukiji, I'm sorry, you signed your death warrant.
Even though he isn't involved in the world of mystics,
He had no problem accepting supernatural phenomena like magecraft, singularities, and race shifts. Yeah?
I'm guessing that probably just has to do with the kind of person he is. However, during our investigation,
He's been going off on his own at 6 in the evening on personal business.
I got curious and
Decided to follow him yesterday.
saw him quietly going into the old building
As if to avoid drawing attention. Unusual? Well, he's a detective. He expects to be followed now and then. Yeah, maybe.
I then heard him talking to someone around the corner, but I couldn't tell who it was since I had to stay out of sight. But I heard him saying things in a very serious tone, like,
This is definitely the place. I'm gonna keep my promise. And this will be all over in 2 more days.
huh?
This is... Mash? Mash? Mashu? Now Mash is gone too? Well, everyone's getting yoinked. Interestingly, not... for relatively normal people, I guess. What would you call Ritsuitsuka or Sugatani normal? I mean, not really. More normal than Mash and Aoko, I guess. So what do you think of today's issue of Daily Aoko Murders, Tobimaru? Aozaki said she's here to save the world. Does this mean whoever's been killing her wants to destroy it? Yeah, that much is clear. Along with Aozaki's accomplishments, she may be ending up dead every day, but her plan is still succeeding. She's both a victim and a perpetrator. In fact, I'd bet her killer feels like they're the real victim here. I don't think I don't think they have the right to feel that way when they're murdering someone. So you think your killer is gnashing her teeth in frustration? Why? Because it's him? Maybe? Why do you think Aozaki keeps ending up dead?
It's because whoever's killing her isn't achieving their goal. I don't know what it is they're trying to do, but the end result is that Aoko's stopping it, or Aozaki is stopping it every day. I see. So if this were, say, football, it'd be like Aozaki's running interference. Yeah, I guess. Exactly. But this mist has nothing to do with our poor killer's thwarted plans. I don't know where Kunji went or why she's creating this mist. But I'm sure Itsuka and Mash will find her and resolve this soon enough. I certainly hope so. Hang on, I have to respond to something right quick. No. Okay. In the meantime, you and I should focus on getting to the bottom of what's going on with Aozaki. For one thing, do you really think she was telling the truth when she said the world could end? I don't know why she would lie. It sure doesn't seem that way to me. That being said, it also didn't seem like she was making it up. And then there's the omnipotent secret spring and the Holy Grail, was it? I said they can grant any wish you might have, but I can't believe any one person's wish could really destroy the world. What do you think, Sonoji? You can tell when she's being serious or not. I mean, you two are a thing, right? I don't think so. Which question are you trying not to answer now? No, whatever. I'm gonna go wash my face and freshen up. Tobimaru. Going back to Alice. Oh? Tobimaru? I don't think he got yoinked. I think... Did Sojiro just miss the fact that Tobimaru said he was going to go wash his face? Like... Okay. Okay. Maybe something weird happened there. I don't know. But I think Sojiro just is deaf, apparently. Is anyone here? Hello? Moshi Mosh? Sorry, it's just me. Tobimaru and Mr. Kumano are both gone. They vanished when I wasn't looking. I'm guessing the same thing happened with Mash. Here, have some tea and try to calm down. I'm glad you're still okay, Sojiro. How can you make tea at a time like this? You too. I wasn't too worried though. Since you're my master now, I figured if I was okay, you must be too. You know, that's a fair assumption. That said, the situation is dire. Sugitani and Aozaki might be gone now too. I'm okay, but yeah, Aozaki's gone. Alright, forgot my manners again. Sugitani Rainbow, reporting back. What'd you guys find out? Everyone's gone. It's just us three. Okay, first question. How did everyone vanish? All the guests who were staying in the new building are gone. Tobimaru vanished when I was looking away from him. It sounds like the same thing happened with Aozaki and Mash. He turned around and they were gone. I can't because we spent too much time in the mist either. Itsuka and I have been walking around just as much. So if that was all it took, we'd be gone too. You'd think. Any other guests who up and vanished didn't touch the mist at all. So that must mean... there's something besides the mist making them disappear. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Aozaki must have got it wrong. I'm sorry. She's had some nasty experiences with Alice's mist before, so I don't blame her for being wary of it. But it definitely seems like it's not the mist disappearing people, but some other kind of rule. Some other kind of rule? So what kind of rule could kick in even when you're cooped up in your own room? I think it happened when they looked into a mirror. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh. So you finally figured it out? Took you a lot long enough.
Robin, the same one who's been flying around all morning acting like he knows something.
So you did notice I was here. Well, Robin Hood, I thought you guys were leaving me on hold or something. That's right. This time the culprit isn't mist, but mirrors. It traps you in its mirror world if you look into one by yourself.
It's Wondersnatch Altar.
Alright, buddy. Sure. Did that bird just talk?
Has the whole world finally lost its damn mind? Maybe.
Yeah, it talks.
But don't bother listening to it. It usually just runs its beak without thinking. Not this time, it seems. So you knew, Robin? Why didn't you say anything, man?
That's right. I've been your enemy all along.
I've been watching over you city people like a hawk. A robin hawk. Hawk too.
I'm sorry.
What do you think I am? A bird? Well, yeah, I am. But I'm also Miss Alice's friend through thick and thin.
Even if I don't get much screen time.
I'll never testify against her, no matter what.
I see.
So where is she right now?
The inverse reflection room,
Duh! You know, the one in the attic? She secretly woke up early to check it out, but she totally underestimated the mirror and got possessed. Lol. Robin. Robin? I think Robin's about to get, killed again.
So this is where all that commotion was coming from. Where is that useless, good-for-nothing bird brain?
Oh, Robin, no! Poor Robin.
Good day, my fair survivors. How fortunate that there are still 3 of you left.
You must be very lucky indeed. Yeah, very lucky. But of course, luck is exactly what a good horror protagonist needs, isn't it?
Tell you what.
I'll make a 2-hour movie out of each of you. That means 6 whole hours of fun in total. This really is your lucky day. I don't want to be in a horror movie. Not really. Is that really Miss Quonji? Her dark power level is off the charts.
That's gotta be an imposter, right, Sojiro?
There's no way the real Quonji could be that wicked. Well, I mean, the body is her. Also, Sojiro is like, she definitely could be. You know, she tried to murder me in a theme park come to life. But, yeah. What's that face supposed to mean? Say something, damn it! Of course it's an imposter, but don't shoot her yet. There's still a chance it could actually be her. The real Alice's jokes are so sophisticated that they're impossible to tell from tragedies. I may be an imposter, but I have to say, you really are as blunt as the real Alice remembers.
Anyway, I'm the spirit that haunts the inverse reflection room. I'm a projection of the shadows from the deepest recesses of Quonji Alice's mind. I'm not trapping you for my own amusement.
I think. I'm just fulfilling my role as a twisted reflection of my victim.
I just wanted to say that in the real Alice's defense. Although I can't deny she has questionable tastes.
Yeah.
There, see?
She even admits that Alice is more than her share of dark power.
True.
Sojiro, just don't say anything for a while, okay? Probably a good call.
You said it. Alright, so what's an inverse imposter like you doing here? I came here to see your faces become twisted with terror, of course.
Bit mean it? Bit rude?
Since you already figured out my mirror rule, I'll switch over to the mist one right away. The real Wonder Snatch is usually too vicious for my tastes, but a little splatter now and then can certainly mix things up. If you want to survive, you'll have to make your way to the inverse reflection room before I change the rules again. I'm gonna play my very best game with you, as a sign of respect for having made it this far. Okay. Sounds fun. I like games. Games are fun. Damn it. So she thinks she can kill us whenever she wants, huh? I mean, probably, yeah. But too bad for her. We've got you and Sojiro, and he knows the real Kronji. Knowing where she is now, we just have to get there and punch the spirit's lights out directly. Right, Sojiro? He's terrified. What in the world did she put you through before? You don't want to know. Probably best for your own sanity that you don't know. All right, Alice, coming for that booty. Hello? Anybody home? You made it. Come on in. I'm in the back. We can't dance with the stairs. If you want to exercise me, you'll need to be brave and keep moving. First, we're going to do this. Do what? What are we doing? Break all the mirrors. Oh, and let the light in. Oh, just a ho, 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 ho. I might be willing to go charging in, but the inverse reflection room is covered in mirrors. I will never be able to get close to that Alice imposter in the back of the room without those surrounding us. Yeah. Oh, but the mirrors won't be able to trap us as long as we stick together, right? All we gotta do is keep an eye on each other and make sure we're not separated. I'm not so sure. If that was her goal, why she would try to lure us in one by one. There must be a reason she told us to all come together. Maybe she has some secret cheating rule that only applies to her or something. Yeah, good point. That does seem like something she'd pull. Any ideas, Ritsuka? Yep, we break everything. Destroy everything. Okay, let's go with that. Rainbow, you bring up the rear. Ritsuka and I will take the front. You forget I was a sniper? Long as the storm shutters are open, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. No fair breaking my mirrors from the outside. Now you've ruined the special rule I went through the trouble of making. Let's get her, Master. Do your thing. I've got all my summons ready to go. Oh boy. She going Super Alice? Super Alice 3? Alright. Load, damn you. Hang on. Actually, no, I just want this one. Someone with, Wait, it would help if I take these on. Just a wee bit. Alright, Achilles. Sounds good to me. Confirm. Yeah, you two need to come out. You in, and so I got Jean's bond up, so she can be replaced. Maybe Karin, because she has the bonus bond gathering. Yeah, why not? Alright. Alright, let's do this. To battle. Actually, wait, no. Swap you two out. I want Bazit in front. Alright. What bullshit mechanics are you gonna throw at us, Alice? Why is Karin wearing Saltersburger? I don't know, man. That's just what the auto assignment put on her, so she gets a hamburger. Or a chocolate burger. Just don't let Salter find out about it. Alright. I don't know why I used that. She doesn't have a buster or quick up. Actually? Next turn. Alright, okay, let's see how her counter works. Her robbing counter. Ow. Rude? Steal the NP gauge I just filled up? So fucked up. So heckin' rude, man. Alright, the high crit chance trumps the... Crit, please? Thank you. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Alice, you need to chill out. You need to like take a chill pill, you know. Let her NP. If she survives this, sure, we'll try and figure something out. I don't know if she'll survive this though. Bassett is very aggressive. Yeah, I think the only way Alice could live this is if I just take Bassett out. And hopefully these don't kill. Yeah, she'll... No, never mind. She did not live. She, definitely did not live that. That's for sure. Well, rip Alice. Melted too quickly. Maybe she would have had a better chance at living if I'd done... Karin instead of... No, Karin probably also would have done enough damage where... I don't know. Maybe not. Alright. I need 1,000 more, which, Okay, now I need only 300 more. Oh, wait, I already have that one done too. Okay, now we're good. We Gucci. We all good. We all good, man. Soul good man. Anti-Magecraft Armor Rocket Launcher. Okay. Apply a 20% special attack evil effect to the engraved field. That's pretty good. I'd say I think that's pretty good.
かくしてシャバゾートマスターは次の任務に向かうのであった。次回マホヨコラボ第21話 煮込まれたオカルト
You've already said this
ご
before,
期待
Robin.
ください。
Shush.
Bird brain. Shush.
Alright.
Oh, so he used to blow off the back of the border. Okay. I feel like... Because did they show it in the scene where he did that? Didn't it look like a normal rocket launcher? I'm crazy. I don't know. Alright, and then there were none. Oh, Alice. You feel ashamed? She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, she looks so... Man. I forgive you, Alice.
And so Miss Alice personally apologized to all the other guests.
If that isn't a not Christmas miracle, I don't know what is.
Honestly, getting to see something that rare makes this a net positive in my book.
I have no recollection of these events whatsoever, but I'm still very sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'll make sure I remember this for the rest of my life so that this kind of thing never happens again. It's not your fault. Hey, at least we got to experience what it's like to live in a fairy tale. You know, if it was up to Sojiro, he'd never have to go through a fairy tale again. I would imagine. Exactly. The important thing is that everyone who disappeared made it back safely. I wouldn't go as far as Robin, but I would say we came out even. Well, we came out even. Well, except for all the time we wasted. Was that last part really necessary? I'm sure Alice went off on her own for a reason. Right, Alice? There's no way you went to check out the haunted room as part of your morning walk. I'm not sure I did have a reason. Is that so wrong? Huh? What do you mean? Don't tell me you're still haunted. Man, Aoko. You're a real... I'm sorry. It's my fault Alice went off on her own. I should have been more precise when we were talking last night. Oh? Is that true, Alice? It's fine. This was my decision. So now that we're all caught up, I have some evidence I'd like to present. Robin. Oh?
That black box you found in the attic, right? On it.
Black. Baz's briefcase? Yes. Shizuki, remember how you were acting strange in front of the inn yesterday? That made me curious enough to go check out the attic, where I found this briefcase hidden in a floor hatch behind a mirror. Does this help? Definitely. Thanks, Alice. 2005, 1028, right? Okay, let's try opening it. What's in the box? It's a bunch of documents. Reports, I think. Oh wait, this is Clock Tower cipher. Let's see. We have determined that observation records from May 1st, 1999 to May 6th, 1999 for XX, Japan no longer exist. We believe this to be the result of tampering with history, or a branching point for the pruning theoretical phenomenon. The association has sent a local seal designation enforcer to investigate the anomaly. The church will assign a local substitute priest to supervise. Signed, Lord Brishon of the Folklore Department. Brishon? As in one of the deans of the whole clock tower? I had no idea Bazet was so elite.
So the Mages Association was aware of the anomaly at the Kumano Hot Springs too.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, at least they were 2 years ago. Since this report's from 1999, and it's 2001 now.
Does this mean they only now observed an anomaly from 2 years ago?
Right. The Mages Association didn't know the details either.
How could they, since they couldn't observe this place? Just fair, yeah.
Do you think Alco 1 was somehow involved with this anomaly from 2 years ago?
I'm sure she was. Or rather, I'm still tangled up in it as we speak.
Yeah.
So Alco 1 was first sent here in 1999. Then she jumped here 2 years later due to some kind of trouble. And got killed while she was trying to get back. She must have been exhausted. There's more documents here about the employees.
So it seems. This one has Mr. Kumano's picture and background. Let's see. Kumano Yoshisuke, former entertainer, retired in 1997 to begin working at the Kumano Inn.
Age 28.
Kumano used to only be his stage name, but he had his name legally changed when the Kumano Inn's proprietor adopted him.
Birth name Kinomi Hosuke. Why'd the music stop when this came up? Is that a name we're supposed to know? What did you just say? Kinome. Is that the... Is that the long-haired guy that said... that told Aoko to her face, wow, you have huge knockers? That's the only... the only thing I remember about him is... Yes? Oh. Then why was he surprised to... Also, what happened to him? What the hell happened to him? He does not look like the same guy at all. That name sounds familiar. You kidding me? That was Kinomi? No wonder I found him so aggravating. Naozaki.
I know.
Let's go collar him and make him cough up everything he knows right now.
Huh? Do you know this Kinomi person?
Kinomi Hosuke is Tsukiji and Shizuki's old classmate. Even Aoko found herself at wit's end with him. Come now. We should go as well. If they accidentally strangle him to death, then we'll have lost a crucial lead. So that's how he knew Tsukiji was a rich guy. Because he literally knew him. Bro, what happened to you? Okay.
Well, now you two look a fright. What is it? What is it this time? A walking skeleton or some such?
You can say that. We were just about to rip off your mask and see who we're really dealing with.
We know it's you, Kinomi. Give it up.
Oh, so you figured it out. Well, no need to bother with this disguise anymore then. Huh.
What? That is some good prosthetics. What the hell? What? I mean, I guess he was in showbiz. But, damn. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, your cure for a humdrum life, the one and only Kinomi Hosuke.
I'll be damned. It really is you, Kinomi. How the hell did you change your bone structure?
Pretty cool, right? It's all thanks to Kashin's meticulously made prosthetics.
Anyway, life comes at you fast. Here I was, living a quiet life in the mountains.
And the next thing I know, His Highness Tobimaru shows up. Shizuki's suddenly 10 years younger. Alice is as stone cold beautiful as ever. And Prez keeps dying and coming back to life. Did you guys plan a class reunion or something? Because I sure never got an invitation. How could we send you one when we don't know your address? You didn't even tell your parents where you live now. Wait, he got adopted? But his parents were still alive? Oh, bro, what? Alright, I remember now. You know how I got to be a fairly famous comedian, right? That's why I started keeping my address under wraps. Man, it's rough being popular. What do you mean by Prez? Oh yeah, Alco was the student council president. That's, whole other story. Alright, guess I gotta properly introduce myself, huh? I'm Kinomi Hosuke. I knew the detective and his trusty assistant there back when we were all in high school. By Prez, I mean Awazaki, because she used to be our student council president. Oh yes, she ran such a tight ship, not even Kinomi here could stand up to her. Out of sight, Kinomi. I'm surprised you didn't freak out more after seeing Awazaki getting killed every day. Didn't you worry about what might happen when the Awazaki family found out you let their daughter die at your inn? Well, yeah, sure. Deep down, I was freaking the hell out. Back when you said the first dead woman's name was Awazaki, I thought I was a goner for sure. And when she died again, I thought, aha, I knew she was still alive. But now she's dead again. Yeah. I felt a little better after that, but this morning's death shook me so bad I thought I might get a heart attack. Alright, that's when we had Aozaki's corpse and Awazaki herself. Come to think of it, you were pretty taken aback by that. Huh? Awazaki? Isn't that the name of the woman who passed away 2 days ago? Huh? Daughter? How is that possible? For that matter, what happened here in the first place? Well, of course I was. I mean, the Prez getting married? That's way scarier than any ghost story. Hold her back, Shizuki. Let me go, Sojiro. I can't kill him. I can't kill him if you keep holding me back. I'm sorry. This is all happening so fast. I'm having trouble following along. Am I right in assuming from your reactions that Kinomi here isn't a bad person? You absolutely are, miss. Man, who is this girl, guys? She's so nice, which makes her cute. And the other girl next to her is full of spirit. It's so heartwarming. Did I mention she's cute too? Yes, that's right, Mash. Kinomi might be a scoundrel, but he'd never do anything truly evil. Are we sure about that? I guess this means Kumanoin's no longer a suspect then. I don't know. Humph. I don't care if your name is Yoshisuke or Hosuke. My question's still the same. What's the omnipotent secret spring? What are you up to gathering all these psychics in one place? Just tell us the truth, I won't be mad. If you come clean, I'll even spare your life. Really? I don't know, Prez. You're pretty much always mad. I think I'm gonna have to call a lawyer first, for my protection. Oh, so those are your last words? That's pretty gracious coming from you. It's a joke. I'll talk. You want to know why I've been gathering psychics here, right? I just wanted them to get rid of all the spirits haunting the inn. That's all. Yeah, I might have tempted them with the wish-granting springs, but really, that's my only goal here. It was all just a marketing campaign to drum up business for the inn. The way things were going, I'd have had to shut the place down for good. So what are this guy's? That's because the first psychic I called was just the worst. He had like 5 apprentices and they all spent their whole 3-night stay doing nothing but partying. Oh. Granted, that's probably because he was a fake I knew from my TV days, but still. So I asked Lady Kashin for help and she said, Nobody will take you seriously like that. Why not disguise yourself as someone scarier? Nodding to concede the point. Damn.
I guess it was one more reason I had to pretend to be someone else. After business started booming thanks to word of mouth about the wish-granting springs, I went around and got a bunch of funding to build the new building. But then when business dried up, I had to start worrying more about debt collectors than ghosts, you know? So you had no new customers and no way to pay off your debts. Talk about a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
Just to be sure, let me ask you this.
Have you ever wished the whole world would end?
Huh? Where'd that come from, Your Highness? You're not getting fed up with life, are you? Sure, I'd like to wipe my slate clean, but I'm not looking for a total reset. Things might be hard right now, but the Kumano Inn is still my pride and joy. And hey, as long as you're alive, there's always a chance things can turn around, right?
Yeah, that's Kinomi, alright. It's almost refreshing how self-servingly optimistic he is.
Well, at least this definitely eliminates him as a suspect. I guess we'll just have to be happy with that.
That being said, he's still the inn's proprietor. Alright, Kinomi. What's in the room with no opening?
I told you I don't know. I can't get it open. If I could, I would have been the first in the door.
What about the legend of Wanwan then?
Oh, I made that up. There was a legend about a monster in Kumano who could see the future. But that wasn't enough to draw in the crowds, you know. You ever hear of the Holy Grail? A chalice that can grant any wish? Nah, I guess you wouldn't.
It's pretty deep lore after all. We're familiar. Trust me, we're very familiar.
Anyway, I heard there was a crazy four-dimensional treasure back there. So I decided to dress it up in a more traditional Japanese style. A chalice is just a fancy cup, right? Well, wan can mean cup in Japanese. So that's where I got Wanwan from.
Where did you hear about that?
Huh? Who was it that told me about it again? It was probably one of the guests I had 2 years ago. Around the time I started spreading the Wanwan rumors.
Can you recall who that guest might have been? Because we would like to, speak to them. Oh. I'm guessing it's probably fighting Aoko and Sojiro? Foreigner and Berserker? That makes sense. Alright. And we back. We back in business. Man, I still can't believe that Yoshisuke was actually Kinomi all along. So come to think of it, I think I did hear he went into comedy after he graduated.
Did you know who he was, Alice?
You knew? Quiet. I don't want Tsukiji to hear us in the men's bath. And no, strictly speaking, I didn't know that was him. I'd been to this inn before, but he was just a regular employee back then. I didn't see him this time, so I didn't say anything because I thought he must have quit.
I see.
So you didn't think he disguised himself?
You said you've been here before.
So you actually left your house voluntarily? Damn, Aoko! How bad of an opinion do you have of her?
How'd that happen?
It just worked out that way. I thought I could relax at this inn, since it was far up in the mountains away from civilization and crowds. Besides, it's been 10 years since you left on your journey, so I thought I could stand to go on at least one trip per year too.
Remember?
The last thing you said to me before we parted ways was, the only thing you lack is social skills. Oh man, you're still hung up on that?
Oh, Alice. Talk about sour grapes.
I still can't forgive Kinomi for not telling us the truth, but I do still appreciate him letting us reserve this outdoor bath. Maybe the reason he was only nice to you as Yoshisuke was because he was still something resembling a conscience. And aside, I wonder why he made a stage name Kumanoin. Wouldn't it make more sense to keep it close to his real one? What do you mean? That name sounds just like something Kinomi would use. It's got Kuma in it and everything. Remember that Chinese restaurant Kumari's dad owned? The one we pretty much owe our lives to? So you mean the Kuma part is a pun on Mad Bear? Apparently. Didn't think Kinomi would be the type to be nostalgic about his part-time job, but... Was that Tsukiji screaming Mad Bear? A Mad Bear? There's a bear in the men's bath? I don't think so, Mash. Oh no, they don't mean a real bear. Mad Bear is the name of a Chinese restaurant in our hometown. There was a girl in our grade called Kumari Kojika. Her father owned the place. I'm proud to say she was just Adora. Beautiful. Almost like a living doll. Yeah, different kind of doll than Alice, but yeah, I guess you could call Kumari kind of doll-like. Sort of, I guess. I heard she even got randomly scouted to be an idol when she went to Tokyo for her college entrance exams. Damn. Man, I haven't thought about Kuma in forever. I wonder what she's up to now. Oh, okay. I thought it would, like, give us, like, a flash of her singing at an idol concert. But I guess not. You know, I just realized today's the 4th. I didn't think we'd be staying this long when we got here. Still, our job's basically 90% done now. We could leave if we wanted to. What do you mean your job's done now, Tobimaru? I thought you came here on a company retreat. What, you can hear us? Why didn't you say so sooner? Anyway, the vacation was just a pretext. We were actually here to find a missing person. A certain idiot prodigal son whose parents were sick with worry after he disappeared without any word. Yeah. And they thought we might have more luck in finding him, since we used to be friends in high school, and so here we are. So your job was looking for Kinomi, yeah. Really? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Huh? Oh right, you're the younger Sojiro. Sorry, I should have let you know sooner. Actually, the other you suggested he might be here at the Kumano Inn. Huh, I had no idea. I'm glad to know my older self is being useful at least. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind since this morning. What? What? Why do you all look like you're bracing for right, yeah. Where is the older Sojiro? Well, Ritsuka?
Historically, every time Shizuki reveals that he's been wondering about something has been a traumatic experience for Aoko. No, really, it's just a general question. Why would there be a secret spring for transforming into men? Yeah, it's a good point, actually. I feel like I know what this is meant to be implying. I'll ask about it. I was wondering about that too. Anyone wish to explain?
I believe it has to do with Buddhism.
Oh? Some Buddhist practitioners have traditionally believed that women are incapable of becoming a Buddha. Oh. No matter how hard they train. Oh.
Shakyamuni Buddha himself is said to have taken pity on them
and created a means that would let women be reborn as men. Reborn, thereby enabling anyone to reach Buddhahood. It'll take a while to explain the intricacies of what a Buddha is, but to put it simply, those who reach that status are said to have attained enlightenment or sainthood. Oh. That's not where my mind went, but, you know, wow, you're so smart, Mash. I don't know the first thing about Buddhism myself, but from what you said, it sounds like whether it acknowledges women's rights could be a hot topic in a few years. But even putting all the Buddhism stuff aside, I'd kind of like to try being a boy for a while. Boyzaki? Boyoko? A whole different kind of body could change the way you view the world. Doesn't that sound interesting? You want to be even more aware of what's going on in the world? Knock it off. That's the sort of thing that's gotten you killed every morning. Yeah. No more going to the hot springs, Aozaki. It's tiring carrying your dead body to that cave every day. Tiring carrying your dead body. Yeah, I'd imagine it is. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm never taking a morning bath again if I can help it. And you're gonna wind up dead again. I just want to sit down in the morning and have a yummy breakfast all together already. I don't believe you. I don't believe that. And so Aozaki Aoko's whiny declaration melted into the night sky, surrounded by her friends' good-natured laughter. Yes, this is what a hot spring trip is supposed to look like. I might just have to go on one myself next Golden Week. And with that, the night of the 4th day came to an end, passion still burning bright in everyone's hearts. That's a little suspicious. Is the narrator truly just a narrator? Or is something else at play? Hi guys, everyone here already? Let me guess, Alco's missing? Yes, Alco and Alice are visiting from the next room. Oh! Oh no, she's alive! Maybe. Tobimaru's probably still sleeping. He seemed pretty relieved to know that we found Kinomi. Oh! Oh, you're alive! That's good. I hope we didn't wake him. Morning, Ritsuga. Yeah, good morning. Nice, sundress. And why are you wearing your school uniform? I know it's one of your ascensions, but like... why? I told Aoko it was too early for this, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Well, yeah, we don't want to waste any time. Early morning walks are one of the best parts of staying at Hot Spring Inns. Speaking of which, good morning, you two. It looks like it's gonna be pretty hot today, so we changed into our summer clothes. Let's head down to the old... So your summer clothes are just... No, is that her school outfit? No. Yes? No. No, I'm pretty sure it is, just without the jacket, right? Maybe not, I don't know. Let's head down to the old building when you're ready. I don't trust Kinomi to do a good job with the cooking, so I thought we'd commandeer the kitchen ourselves. But it's been fine up till now. Not like we see their summer uniforms. Mahoyo's mostly just sinister. Yeah, true. You two can cook, huh? Depends on the menu. If it merely involves cutting ingredients and throwing them in a pot like stew or pot au feu, then yes. And I can cook pretty much anything under the sun. Right. I can't wait to start chopping up all those high-quality hotel ingredients. So, Jarrell, would you mind... Oh no, they can cook.
Aozaki and Alice's cooking is tasty when their hands aren't tied by poverty. It's kind of miraculous how it manages to be both sloppy and elegant all at once. Oh man, not again, not again! Did you hear that? It's coming from the hallway. It sounds like Kinomi? Is there a dead Aoko? But not our Aoko? Sorry to disturb you all so early. Ritsuka, Mash, Sojiro, are you here? I've got some terrible news. There's been a 4th murder at the hot springs. Aozaki's dead again! But she's right. Huh? Again? Huh? What? So there were 2 here at once when there shouldn't be? Because she said there can only be 1 at a time, right? But clearly that's not the case. Alright, this is under 2 hours, so since I have this, we can keep going a little bit.
I
don't know if we'll...
次回マホヨコラボ第21話煮込まれたオカルトにご期待ください。
Yeah, we'll keep going. See how far we can get. Alright, starting to warm up in here now. The Robin saw it. Magicians only live twice. Great detective, swift judgment. Yeah, she definitely dead. And looks like she was slashed. Ryogi, I blame you. Yeah, it's me again. Sorry for all the trouble. Hey, at least it's not the one that we made memories with. Even if said memories are mostly trying to find out who killed you before. But, you know. My deepest condolences. It's not every day I get to offer them directly to the deceased in question. So thank you for the novel experience. Now can we move on? I trust that's you over there, Aoko. Yeah, it's me alright. Go ahead and investigate, deliberate, whatever you have to do. Well, first off, is that also you from the future? Wait, I thought you said there couldn't be more than one of you in the same time period. That's true, but occasionally there can be a little slip up. Like if my future self forgot to carry the 1 when calculating the time jump. Or the jump time. That's the one kind of mistake you should never make when race shifting! Mash is so aghast. She's like, what the fuck do you mean? Didn't carry the 1. So this Aozaki's you from even further in the future, huh? I don't know how I'm gonna keep this all straight. Never mind Aozaki's mistakes right now. We need to figure out how this one ended up dead. I mean, looked like she was slashed right as they cut down her middle. It looks like she died from shock or blood loss after being cut with some kind of blade. Shock or blood loss. Shock or blood loss. The wound was inflicted on the front of her body, so I doubt she was taken by surprise. Whoever did this must have been incredibly skilled. Yeah, I think I have an idea of who it was. I'll say, whoever it was must have been a bona fide sword saint, since Aozaki's lasers work on everything up to swordmasters. But I mean, is he wrong, Aoko? Kinomi, tell us more about the bath situation this morning. Who discovered the body?
I did. I woke up late today since I cleaned the bathing area last night. I usually wake up before 5, but today it was 6, since I'd already handed over the key.
You mean the key to get into the springs?
Yeah, Ryogi actually reserved today's secret spring a whole year ago. Even paid me 10 million yen in advance all up front. Thank goodness, too. That cash was my lifeline this past year. Anyway, after I locked up last night, I gave the key to Ryogi so she could let herself into the spring in the morning. Said she could take all the time she wants. So I waited until after 6 before coming to the manor reception, so as not to intrude.
What was the 4th spring again? It was youth, romance, male transformation. Was it? No, stiff shoulders is the last one, right? What was the 4th one? Happy marriage? Family luck? Oh. Has her family been getting unlucky? Where she felt she needed to? Okay, interesting.
So I waited until after 6 before coming to manor reception, so as not to intrude. But I didn't see any clothes in the hamper, so I figured she and her family must not have gotten here yet. Then I went to check the door and
you found it was unlocked, followed by discovering Aozaki's newest corpse, huh?
So Ryogi reserved this spring a whole year in advance?
That sounds serious!
What's this, spring again, senpai?
Oh, happy home life. Thinking this through, it seems either Ryogi lured Aozaki out here to kill her, or someone else killed Aozaki thinking she was Ryogi. Either way, we'll need to hear what Ryogi has to say about this. Ritsuka, Sojiro, Mash, I'd like you to go talk to her. Actually, you go with them too, Aozaki. Ryogi's cool as a cucumber, and she doesn't have loose lips. But I bet she'll be more willing to open up with you there.
I see.
You want me to act like I just saw her earlier?
You got it.
Alice and I will handle everyone else. Let's see, the only other people here now are Shiro, Fujino, and Sugitani and Kashin. Now I'll talk to Shiro, and I'll probably check in on Sugitani, too. Alice, you talk to Fujino and Kinomi. Alright, and Kinomi, you talk to Kashin. We'll all meet back up in the lobby once we're done. Okay, let's get going. 15,000? Okay, well, is there any mission I can do really quickly? One in progress. Berserker enemies only gives 200. I need 900. Chaotic servants, caster enemies. We'll give 500. Yeah, this should do... no, it won't give me... I need to kill, what, 13 it was? Maybe? Maybe. At worst, I run this twice, but... it should be alright. Probably? Yes, it's fine. Okay, wait. Jean, you need to come out entirely. And Karen, where? Right there. I'm blind. Alright. Let's go. Start quest. Alright, we'll just run this really quick. Maybe twice if I don't have enough... if there isn't enough caster enemies here. Which there might not be.
僕の仕事は復職なんだけど、ま、仕方ないか。いいよ。どうします？その辺だな。
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's gonna be 4 for 4. I'll be one short. Okay, yeah, I'll probably have to run this twice.
さて、
いい感じ。
命は大切にね。
全くむむ。
おとりになって。
But it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully.
どうだ。
どうします？
さて、気持ちはわかるよ。
Nice, Sojiro, nice buddy.
全く青崎と来たら。
Come on, load the battle, please. Okay.
理想のエネルギー補給です。いただきます。ごちそうさま。ゴッズホルダーの了解。
Quick.
逆光剣。
Yeah. So,
キリエグル。
on the front of polls, I've been
フラガッラック。
saving up
フラガッラッ
Google Play gift cards. So, here soon, once I have a couple more, I
ク。
might
了解。いい感じ。
have to dip into the
フィニッシュ。
Google Play savings I have to get up some supplementary Saint quartz.
いいとも。いいよ。そこ。そこだ。は。雑に行こっか。僕の花嫁に手を出すなよな。
Should
やべ。
she don't wanna. Oh, I'm just gonna do like single polls. I'm not gonna waste the paid Saint quartz on full on.
了解。はい。いいよ。
Temples. Plus it will.
やべ。
Yeah.
やべ。
It'll be fine. I'm sure. Probably.
さて、
どうします？
No, what am I doing? Hang on.
ゴッ
Figure
ズホ
out.
ルダーの証明を。
Wait. Target you.
後よりどうし了解。
But yeah, it'll be fine. Probably.
アンサー。
Probably. I'm sure I'll be able to hold myself back. I'm gonna wait till and I'm gonna wait till like
キリエグル。
3 days before Alco and Alice's banners leave, just to make sure I don't waste too many.
浅い。切り札はこちらが先だ。フラガラク。
But
体の具合を見てほしい。攻撃は受けなくても、殴るとあちこち痛むものだ。
oh, pain. Alright, hang on, let me go check what the inverse reflection room had for enemies. Does it also have casters? I think it did, didn't it? No, right, that was the Forerunner Berserker. Okay, no reference room again. Okay, one more, and then we can move on. This will also get me like 3 other ones done. The Male Servant, Chaotic Servant, etc. So we should be good for a bit, hopefully. Hopefully. Man, having these Exorcist point barriers is really annoying. Especially mid-node. Like, bruh. Or mid-section, not node.
もちろん。さて、
Like,
どうし
bruh,
ます？
let me play the game.
全く
Like, it would be one thing if it was just like at the start of each section you had to do it. But having a barrier in the middle of them too is like, why?
浅い
It's so rude.
ごち徹底了解な行儀の悪いワッツ
But you know, I guess I get it, right?
はい
Kind of, they want to force you to try and get all the missions done, or at least most of them. Just mildly frustrating. Okay, yeah, use this here.
強化完了いただきますごちそうさまのぞ了解
Oh no, what am I doing?
どうします
All Bazit all the time.
アンサー
It's not so dump all this writing to one per day instead of breaking it into 2 nodes.
ワッツ
Yeah, that's what it feels like, that's for sure.
どうせ捨てるし
Given how much yapping there is.
切り札はこちらが先だ
Oh, Bazit, the woman that you are.
了解、ご注文でしたらそのようにワッツ
やば、あれはシャレにならない。
I don't care what anyone says. Her noble phantasm's the best. Bazit's just so goddamn good. Alright.
待っていろすぐに片付食べたアイスの数など覚えてはいないゴッズホルダーの証明はい了解
Alright, Joe. You gotta die, buddy. You need to get out of my face. Post haste. Without waste.
切りえぐる
Will I go unbased? A turkey.
フラガラックフラガラック浅いフラガラック
Alright.
どうします
And wait.
ご注文で徹底的
There we go.
行儀の悪い
Dead. Thank goodness. Okay.
清掃終了
Now I turn in these missions and we move on. That should give me enough extra points, hopefully, to clear this whole section, because there'll probably be another stopgap in the middle of it, I would assume.
旅館の構造調査の仕方は確認してあるミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞボーナス獲得ボーナス獲得
Maybe no.
ミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞ
No? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
行ける場所が増えたのね新しい手がかりを見つけましょう
And that was one more.
ふと思ったんだが、
There we go.
これ
Plus
っていい
500.
ものをもらってしまった。
Okay. Hopefully this is enough to let us keep going. If not, I'll be very irate. Very upset. Upsetty spaghetti. Okay, this is the Chimera room where Ryogi's staying. It shouldn't be too early to knock, since it's 8 in the morning now. I would hope. Oh, if it isn't the detective's assistant. Is something wrong? You look serious. May we ask where you were this morning? I was planning to bathe in the hot springs this morning, but unfortunately something suddenly came up. What, like murder? It was all thanks to, yes, you. You're the one who approached me when we happened to pass each other in the hallway. Oh, right, of course. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Could you remind me what I said again? You asked me where the place that grants wishes is. I assumed you meant the secret spring, and you seemed to be in a hurry. So I gave you the key. But... why would you do that when you wanted to use it? Really? Just like that? Don't act surprised. Okay. Even though you reserved the spring of happy home life a whole year ago? Yes, I did. That spring is the whole reason I brought my family here. But I don't care whether that wish is granted or not. Why, it's already happy enough. The idea of going on a trip with my family to a hot spring said to bless us, no less, is more than enough for me. I don't need to be the first to bathe in it, nor do I mind whether it grants wishes or not. Very, Huh. You know, I guess it's not terribly surprising. In fact, I feel like it would be rather out of character for Ryogi if she did care about it too much. So I guess it makes sense for her character that, yeah, she wouldn't really give a shit. As long as she got to be with Mikia and I guess her daughter too, I suppose. That's, yeah, okay. I see. So your goal was just to come here and make a wish with your family. Yes, that's right. I just wanted to spend some quality time together in a memorable location. But never mind that now. Since you're questioning me, I assume someone else has turned up dead at the bath. Yeah. Who was it and how were they murdered? Just to be sure, their body wasn't twisted, was it? No, it actually had a sword slash through it. It was the Alco Mark V, cut clean in two. I see. Well, I'm relieved to hear the cause of death was something ordinary like a laceration. May I take a look at the body? Sure. You're the expert swordsman here, so you could probably tell what kind of sword did it, maybe? Sure, as long as Aozaki's okay with it. Tobimaru never said you were a suspect. Suit yourself. I don't have any right to stop you. Then lead the way. But could you give me a moment first, please? We're never gonna get like a glimpse of Mikia, are we? Oh! Well, why you got your sword out? Whoa, is that a real sword? It looks like a genuine historical relic. Probably because it is? Don't worry, this is just for my protection. Since the victim was killed with a blade, I need to make sure I can answer in turn if necessary. Fair enough. You know, I'm wondering if she's ever gonna bring up, like, happenstance mention Aozaki Toko. Because surely, in Ryogi's mind, she had to have heard Aoko's name and been like, suspicious. I wonder if she's related to... That'd be a funny conversation. Just like, my sister's been teaching you what? She what? You what? Uh-huh. As an expert, does anything stand out to you? I'll be blunt. It was my sword that killed her, albeit with a far lower degree of skill. Oh, it looks like I have a doppelganger here at this inn. Perhaps this is one of the ghosts at work. I'm definitely starting to see a pattern. Yeah, first Sugitani, now you. Probably, again, like we thought, probably the case with all the others as well. Yeah, I'm still not sure why, but it looks like a clone of whoever wants to go into Secret Spring keeps showing up here. And those clones must be who's been killing Aozaki every morning. A clone of whoever wants to go into Secret Spring. Maybe that's what you need to do to have your wish granted.
Murder someone? That sounds just like another Kumano legend. Oh?
Shiro told me there's a monstrous mountain god here who will show you your future.
I wonder if it's the same one we fought. Probably.
Also, I hate doing it in the middle of a dialogue section, but I gotta go pee really quick. I'll be right back. Sorry. right. Sorry about that. Shiro told me there's a monstrous mountain god here who will show you your future. However, witnessing the future also causes this god to die. Okay. So since it doesn't want that, whenever it shows someone their future, it has that person die in its place. In other words, you could say that people who die this way are being killed by their own future, no? Yeah, I could see that. So if I hadn't come here then... Yes, I'm the one who would have died. I can't imagine I'd ever lose a sword duel to myself, but it could be that seeing your clone, your future, invokes a rule that says no one can leave until the wish has been made and at least one person is dead.
So this rule is essentially a curse?
One created by the mountain itself?
And one powerful enough to kill someone as strong as Aoko for,
multiple times at that. Looks that way. I can see her maybe letting her guard down once or twice, but more than 3? No way. Anyway, it looks like this answers the question of who killed Aozaki. The culprit must have been the monster who's been living on this mountain since ancient times. The one Kinomi calls Wanwan. Well, maybe culprit isn't right. It seems more akin to an automated system that kills anyone who tries to go in the secret springs. Let me guess. You're thinking, doesn't that mean there would have been similar deaths before then, right?
I don't think so.
This year's secret springs are just special, that's all. Although I don't yet remember what it is that makes them that way. More importantly, you mentioned Shiro by name earlier. Do you know him, Ryogi? Huh? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. Ryogi? What's going on here? Yeah. So you do know him. Wait, does that mean this morning?
Well.
So you came here with Aoko, no, shush! You came here with your husband and daughter, and you still snuck off for a tryst with... It's nothing like that. Shiro and I are strictly business associates. We have an arrangement giving me first right of refusal if he happens upon any high-quality artworks that he can't display openly. That's all.
Oh, so Shiro's an art
Dealer, then.
That's how you know him.
Yeah, probably.
But what does he have to do with your
emergency errand this morning? Well, last night he told me he could no longer sell me an artwork we had agreed upon. Oh? So I panicked a bit and asked Fujino to go talk to him and find out what had happened. But then my husband overheard us from the other side of the door and said the 4 words I dread more than anything else. We have to talk. Yeah, not your strong suit, huh? Believe me, that was far scarier than any ghost story. I almost thought it was one of the Kumano Inn's spiritual disturbances. I see. Well, putting your family's differences over luxury goods aside, your testimony has helped us put a lot of pieces together. Let's go find Tobimaru and Alice at the lobby. I think we're finally about to crack this case. I certainly hope so. You might have jinxed it, though, Sojiro. Might have jinxed it. And that's everything we learned. It seems pretty clear that this morning's Aozaki killer was another Ryogi. Just like what happened with Sugitani. Yeah. I thought the other me I saw yesterday turned into that mist. But that was all Kunji's doing and didn't have to do with the murder. If we want to stop this from happening again, we're gonna have to cut it off at its source. I don't know what this 1-1 thing is supposed to be, but we better find it and destroy it soon. But first, we have missing people to find. Sugitani is here, as you can see, but Shiro was nowhere in his room.
I couldn't find Fujino anywhere either. Couldn't find Fujino.
Lady Kashin wasn't there either. Now that I think of it, she was already gone when I brought her breakfast earlier in the morning.
I always thought there was something shady about that creepy puppeteer. He said Kashin lives in the old building. I'm gonna go take a look. Fujino should have gone to Shiro's room. You said he was staying in the Indigo room, yes?
No, I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Oh?
Mr. Shiro was staying in the Indigo room at first, but he switched to the neighboring room on the second day. So there was bad juju in his original room, and he wouldn't be able to relax there.
So he could still be...
The neighboring room. Oh no.
You don't mean the Camellia room, do you?
Yes I do. He liked it very much. Said it was charming.
The Camellia room, but that's... I don't remember what... Was there a problem with the Camellia room? I don't remember. That's...
Yes, senpai.
It's the site of the Hanged Rider. One of the big 5 ghost stories. That's gotta be the worst room in this whole inn. Why would you change his room to someplace so dangerous?
Lady Kashin says the room needs to be used once in a while, to avoid it deteriorating even more. So I thought I would take her word for it and give it a shot.
But what if he dies?
If it turns out not to be haunted after all, then I can start putting regular customer stuff in it, too.
You idiot. I swear you're just as irresponsible as ever. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I'll go pay him a visit right now. Ritsuga, Sojiro, Awazaki. Would you come with me? You too, proprietor. We could use someone who knows this inn inside and out.
What about me and Mash?
Tsukiji, you're gonna stay here, right? I believe you make it a rule to never do anything dangerous if you can help it. Yeah, pretty much. And that definitely includes charging into a known haunted place. Definitely includes.
Then you should stay here and keep him safe, Konji.
As for you, Mash, I'm sorry to ask, but do you think you could go back to my room and make sure my family stays safe?
Yes, of course. I appreciate your trust. Don't worry. I'll take good care of them.
You really grew up, huh, Ryogi? Listen closely. If Fujino's been possessed by an evil spirit, then we'll need to kill her before she can kill us. Don't try to hide or keep your distance. The only way we'll win is if we get close while she's targeting someone else. Okay. Not too enthused about going up against the Twister, but you know, that's still right. A caster? Okay. Not an archer or a saber? But a caster? Archer for Fujino and saber for Shiro / Muramasa. That's what I was thinking it would be, but this is the same smoke we saw in the woods on the first day.
What can you tell us about the Hanged Rider, Kinomi? How did it come about?
Well, according to the last owner, it happened some time ago back in the Showa period. During an unseasonably hot May, An author suffering from writer's block came to stay at the inn with his editor. They'd reserved the room for weeks, saying they expected to stay for a long while. The author's wife and child had also come along to stay at the inn with him. But it wasn't by the author's choice. It was the editor's. The editor had threatened the author, telling him he was going to finish his story, and his family would pay the price if he tried to run. That's what times were like back in the day. No matter the accolades, the author was still a slave to the publisher. For the next several days, the editor kept hounding the author to work on his manuscript. He even had a latch put on the Camellia Room's door, so it couldn't be opened from the inside, locking the author in. But even with all that, the words never came, and the editor's temper grew worse by the day. He even began to take out his frustrations on the author's family, leaving increasingly visible marks. That was probably what pushed the author over the edge. One day he told his editor that he wanted to have dinner with his family, and had them brought into the Camellia Room. He then drugged his wife and child with the sleeping pills he was taking for insomnia, and hung himself with a towel.
I mean, under that treatment, I guess I could see, see how he got to that point.
There were no beams in the ceiling to tie the towel around, but he managed all the same. The next day, the editor knocked on the Camellia Room's door, only to hear, "It's not finished yet." The editor then knocked again the next day, only to hear, "The words aren't coming yet." Then he knocked again the day after that, only to hear, "I can't come out from behind him."
So true.
The editor then opened the door and saw the author's dead body, along with those of his wife and child, who had died of overdose. Thanks to the unseasonable heat and humidity, the bodies had already decomposed. The editor was shocked, but still noticed the author's unfinished manuscript on the desk. Well, he thought, I may as well publish whatever he wrote.
Damn! What an ass.
So he stepped inside the room to collect the script, only for the door to close behind him. And that was that.
That was what?
That was that. Nobody came out from that room for the next year, and nobody could manage to open the door. Finally, the innkeeper couldn't take it anymore, and called in a well-known professional exorcist, who managed to finally get the door open. But when they opened it up, there was nothing inside. Not a single dead body to be seen. Even a single corpse is more than most people can handle. The stench from multiple stewing over a whole year should have made the room completely unusable. And yet somehow, the Camellia Room was exactly like it was a year ago, seemingly no worse for wear. So the owner decided that nothing must have happened after all. The author and his family must have left without a word, and the editor must have followed suit.
You think the owner would have called the cops on the editor? Like, the owner did not know that he had a guy locked in his room and that he was beating the man's family? Like, that sounds hard to believe.
Really, that was arguably the only explanation he could use at the time.
I imagine the editor was probably paying, but like, still, I don't know. that the innkeeper back then had to have been one messed up SOB himself to let the editor beat the guy's family. Like, I don't know, man. That's why Lady Kashin told me to watch out around this room whenever it gets hot in May. She also said someone's still trapped in there even now, but I decided to just not think about that part. But what is that? What does that have to do with the new building? Right? Oh, did I not tell you? The new building was built on top of the Kumano Inn's old annex. So everything up to the second floor is basically the annex with a new coat of paint. Pretty good cost-saving measure, right? Sure. Alright, Kinomi. I see how it is. You're very good at telling scary stories. When this is all over, you're going to apologize to Shiro, and I mean it. And mean it. So it's a conceptual bounded field where you can't open it from inside. You could simply just not enter, but that won't do now. What if one of us holds the door open and stays in the hall while the others go in? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of right now too. Probably Sojiro, because he's the big buff dude. And he has the benefit of having a servant body, so... Probably Sojiro's gonna be the one to do it, I would think. Or have Kinomi do it, but I don't know if I trust Kinomi's ability to hold it open. Well, we're here. Is it okay if I wait around here? So Kinomi's not even blinking twice at the smoke. I guess he really hasn't been running a haunted inn for a while for nothing. Fine. You can stay in the Indigo room. Roger Dodger. Alright. This is the Camellia room. Are you all ready to do this? I'm ready. Probably. I'll open the door and go in first. We could be hit with some sort of psychic blast right away, so wait a beat before you follow me in, Ritsuka. Yeah, probably a good call. Okay, here goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh? Huh? The lights went out all of a sudden. Are you two still there? Don't panic. Everyone stick together. There are evil spirits headed our way. We're willing to take them out before we can move on. Gee, Kinomi. Thanks for telling us we're gonna be assaulted by ghosts. Ghosts. Why must they change my party every gosh darn time? Every goddamn time, man. Alright. Ikuzo. Question is, when I opened the room, there was no one and nothing there. I heard the story's details from the first place. Right? Yeah, no. Oh?
うまくいくといいのだけれどこれくらい余裕
起きるっすシャバゾウ。
起きてるよ。動いているなら呼吸はある。
発展途上ですので物騒な話ね。うまくいくといいのだけれど。
Yeah.
任せてあれね。
Let's get some noble phantasm charge. I'm trying to see the outline.
ええ、サポートして。これくらいやれるわ。
I don't think it's... Is it the outline of a servant we know, or is that just a random, like... I don't think so. It's almost stanced like Spartacus, but way too small. I was gonna have Sojiro Kamikaze, but
サポートして
NPC'd. No Sojiro Kamikaze in this fight, sadly. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the debuff removal. Big preach. Oh? Well, apparently he can kamikaze now. Might be overkill, but that's fine. That's aight. Actually, probably won't be. I doubt she'll kill. She doesn't have effectiveness. Yeah. Might not even break the break bar, to be honest. Okay, he did. Good man, Sojiro. Think he's just a Dragonbone soldier. Yeah, I can kind of see that. That would make sense. Okay, Aoko is still NPC'd. Mildly annoying. Oh right, she's always NPC'd, right? She can't use it during this. Right. I forgot about that. How long does your evade last? Cool. A tenor, huh? Okay, hang on. Aoko, you come out. Don't want you to die. Ideally. Okay. Get some crit stars built. Then one more hit and it should be out, I believe, right? Yes. Okay, and of course, stun Draco. Cool. Well, whatever. It just means Baz it can wail on you to death. Yeah, get him, Baz it, get him. Unfortunately, no kill, but that's fine. Ow! Leave Draco alone. What'd she do? There we go. Forbidden pages. Shiro! Fujinone! Anyone home? The lights are back on. What was all that? Was that the writer's ghost? I think that might have been rumors come to life. You're really strong, Ryogi. You're fighting the ghost with a sword. I was just doing my best to imitate how others fight. I'm afraid I won't be of any more help, though. I took everything I had. So, something tells me that's not true. Something tells me it's not entirely okay. Damn it, you're here too now, huh? I was yelling at you not to open the door, but I guess you couldn't hear me. It's part of this room's curse. From the outside, it probably just looked like looked like an ordinary door. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I could keep the door open, but then the lights suddenly went out, and before I knew it, simply touching the door must have activated the curse. The same as if you'd gone inside. It's not your fault, Aozaki. The rules governing this room never meant to play fair. At any rate, we can worry about getting out of here later. Are you two alright?
Mrs. Ryogi.
Did you come here for me? Even though you knew this room was a trap? Of course. Granted, I can't say I thought that far ahead, but I couldn't go losing you now, could I? Not to mention, I still haven't received the item you promised me, Shiro. Huh. Even now you still care first and foremost about your hobbies, huh? I guess you're nothing if not consistent. I'm confused. I thought you and Fujino didn't like each other, Ryogi. Fujino's my bodyguard. There are lots of unsavory rumors about this place, so I asked her to come along on this trip for me and my family's protection. Oh.
That's right.
I was happy to oblige your request from Mrs. Ryogi,
even if it meant giving up my day off.
Fortunately, between the relaxing hot springs and the fun events they've been surprising us with every day, I've been feeling very rejuvenated. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Good for you. Now I see. So that's why you were paying such close attention to Ryogi. Yeah, you weren't trying to kill her, you were protecting her. Oh, okay. We didn't know you were her bodyguard, so we thought you were waiting for a chance to attack her.
Oh no, that was just habit.
I didn't have anything else to do here, so... Fujino?
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll explain now.
I came to the camellia room on Mrs. Ryogi's behest. She'd asked me to talk to Shiro and find out why he changed his mind. When I got here, Shiro was already talking to someone else. Who was that? Kashin.
When she noticed me, she grabbed her things and left the room. Then the lights suddenly went out and we discovered we were trapped in here. So she was keeping things from going wrong, eh? Interesting. Yeah, I couldn't even use the phone to call for help. We were trying to figure out what we could do when we heard you all coming outside the door. We yelled for you not to come in and to fetch someone who knows a lot about ghost stories. But I guess you couldn't hear us. So the thing Kashin took with her when she left, was it Ryogi's painting? Yeah, it was a Japanese sword I was originally planning to sell to Ryogi. Used to be an art dealer, remember? Ryogi's a regular. I usually sell her something once a year. When she told me she'd be staying at this inn, I thought I'd deliver the kind of soda that she'd been wanting personally, and take a little hot spring R&R while I was at it. But at some point, Kashin convinced me to sell the sword to her instead. I still don't know how that happened. And that's not a red flag? That you don't remember how she convinced you to... Okay. You'd think you would second guess that, but... Alright. So the suspiciously coy Shiro turned out to be a sword smuggler. So that's why you told Ryogi the deal was off. Because you'd agreed to sell the sword to Kashin instead. That's right. When I received his letter informing me of such last night, I was
was so upset I could have stabbed my pillow despite hardly being a young girl anymore. Despite hardly being a young girl anymore. Huh? But you did do something to your pillow. There were feathers flying all around your room after you sliced it clean in half. Well, she didn't stab it, she sliced it. There's a difference, Fujino. Let's go back to our rooms, Fujino. I think we need to have a nice long talk about the meaning of friendship. Yeah, Fujino, you brought that on yourself. I won't lie. Weren't you listening, Mrs. Ryogi? We can't leave this room anymore. We're trapped. This is just a human repelling bounded field, right? So all we need to do is slice it open with your mystic eyes. Yeah. It's cut it. See? No more haunting. Yes, very impressive. It's just like your big sister says. There's nothing better than a storied sword for breaking bounded fields. They're all like, what? Drat. I was afraid it might break. This is exactly why I wanted a new one. I didn't know you could break curses with a sword, or with swords. I'm familiar with it. A Senji Muramasa's sword can sever fate itself. In other words, a truly great sword can cut the cycle of vengeance, the chain of hatred and intertwined karma itself. No wonder he was the god among smiths. I see. So a miracle sword that can cut through bounded fields. That explains what Kashin meant. What are you talking about? Oh, when she passed me by, I heard her muttering something about finally being able to open the sealed door. We should probably do something about that. We should probably. Okay. Well, before we do that, though, you know what we gotta do with the summon ticket. You know what time it is. Time for more disappointment and pain and suffering and death and heartache. Fuck you! What do you mean? You give me the loading. It wasn't even a brief flash. It was there for a good second. And you... I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm irate. I'm... Alright. That's fine. No problem. Mainly cause, well, okay, it's not necessarily getting what you want, it's getting something new. It just so happens that, yeah, lose the card asset. Sometimes it does it and you don't get anything, but it does it every time, at least for me. It does it every time I get something new.
Sometimes it does it when you don't get it, though. Sometimes it's just them loading, I don't know. There being like a lag or something, I don't know, taking a second to load the poll. But usually on single polls like that, when it loads, it's usually a good thing. But because it's more common you get the pump fake on the 10 polls, but yeah. Anyway. Alright. Unknown enemy. Probably gonna be Kashin Koji as a berserker again, like at the very beginning. Hey, there you are. Does the fact that the smoke's gone now mean you exercised the camellia room? Wait, why the long faces? Oh no. Don't tell me Shiro and Fujino are. They're okay, but we have to get to the room of no. We have to get to the room of no opening now. What are you talking about? Where's Mrs. Ryogi? Ryogi and Fujino are back at their rooms. We'll explain later. Just head back to where Tobimaru is for now. Hey Aozaki, maybe we should call Alice for this. And Ritsuka, you must be worried about MASH, right? We don't have time for detours. Whoever Kashin is or what she's up to, the omnipotent secret spring is in the room of no opening, right? We can't let her wish be granted. I don't know what's going to show up if it is, but something definitely will. Mash can take care of herself. We gotta go. Got it. Then we'll just have to do our best on our own. A gunshot. It came from the old building. Maybe Sugitani knew something was up? Ah, they made it. That's too bad. This would already be over if Sugitani hadn't interfered. But don't worry, Lord of Kumano. Use this body and together we will truly bring Wanwan the Kudon to life. Oh good, it's you guys. You've got to stop her. The puppet chick's finally shown her true colors. What do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm a puppet myself? A tool to be used and manipulated? Kinda, yeah. Because if so... You're exactly right. The puppetussy. The papussy. What? You would be entirely correct. I see you're a wise person, capable of accurately assessing the future. I like people like you. I like to use them for energy. Knowledge, social status, winners, praise. I despise the arrogance they cultivate, the pride they impart. That is why the wish made to the Kumano Spring must be simple above all else. It cannot be for one's own benefit, nor can it rob others of their gains. You know you're being consumed by smoke, right? It must be something clean and pure, that doesn't tread on your neighbor's own wishes. That is why the three of you, Aoko, Shizuki, and Ritsuka, failed to measure up. Oh. Not only is a wish to save the world just so run-of-the-mill, it's also one that will never come to pass. You don't know that? Well, that's not good. Big spider! Big puppet mechanical spider, but spider nonetheless. That huge monster. Is that Wanwan? That's the creature we ran into in the woods. My name is a truth born from lies. Whoever speaks of me, that
is what I shall become. What is your wish? Do you hold any value? It's the only one found in this world. There is no second one. In that case, regardless of what tomorrow brings, the star will grant that wish. Yes. No matter how beautiful the wishes or how refined their theory, the very fact that they overlap means the result can only be countless stardust. No. This wish must be the only one of its kind. That single wish is what will produce the #1 star.
A single wish producing the #1 star? What is it talking about? I don't know what's all the number talk, but let's kill it. Be careful, you two. You two, Itsuka. Wanwan, or whatever that thing is practically dripping with bloodlust. Practically dripping. Honestly, part of me would rather just turn tail and run, but that'd just give this thing free rein to run through that door. Yeah, save the thicky stuff for later. We need to settle this now, Ritsuka. You give us a hand too, Sugitani. Now's your chance to get your payback. This thing practically screams curse, and you still want to fight it? Ah, screw it. I'll join too. This isn't my deepest wish, but I won't mind having it granted. Hey, Kashin. I don't know many prayers to send you on to the next life, so I hope you don't mind if I offer hot lead instead.
Very American. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Blah, 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 boom. Alright, yeah, sure, I'll bring my Sugitani, why not? Yeah, you can go in front. Bring my Shizuku. Get him equipped with something useful. Draco's gonna be useless, I imagine. Because I assume we're gonna be fighting an extra class. Maybe? Maybe. This is fine. Probably. Hopefully. Okay, Berserker. Okay, like it was back in the woods. It's not that bad. What's that say? Sex change? Reincarnation? What the Sigma? Evade, I guess. Alright, go beat its ass, Aoko. Oh. Oh, damn. I probably should have looked at what this does. Couples enclosure. Sojiro!
Okay, yeah, what's It's the player's turn. Reduce the percentage of NP of all male and female enemies and inflict skill seal. Huh.
Support してそういうのもありよねエンズもらうわこうだ
Nice. Ah, this one's not that bad. I thought this would be worse. This ain't nothing. Family gathering? What? What are you? Okay.
当てるぞよし来た
That's not disturbing at
見
all.
つけたサポートしてバンと来たそこ
Oh wait, whoops, I just completely ignored what their skills or status effect did. No, I read it, I blinked out. I was too busy looking at whatever the hell that thing is.
見つけたあれねいいんじゃない大魔弾発射バン
I don't like that.
ごめんなさいね
I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. Oh.
空に帰るかふざけたつもり
Okay. Well, I guess just murder
よ
the
かろう
thing, Draco. Actually, first let me do this for
決着の時だ
Bazit.
強化完了望みを声にせよあれねロササングリスセイエンズもらうわ
Alco's probably dead. Oh, that's cheating. Cheater. Shaking my head. Absolutely
剣を見せよ我の力を
bullshit.
我が舌を喜ぶ
Alco full combo might actually be better.
発展途上ですので
Actually, probably most definitely is.
サポートしてよし吹っ飛べ
Yeah.
スフィアブレイズ
Okay, the extra attack is overkill, but still. That works quite nicely.
できたかもできたわよね
Well, we defeated 1-1. Probably gonna get our hands on the Holy Grail. That must be the end of it, right? Surely this is just the epilogue, right? Right? Surely. Surely there's nothing else gonna happen. Bullet plus magic bullet equals super bullet? I think we won? Yeah, I've been in this business for a long time, and you don't see mountain monsters like that every day. I mean, that thing was practically a god. Yeah, it was easily strong enough to curse this whole hole into death. It would definitely have caused more damage if we hadn't stopped it. Well, it's gone now. And so's the nasty air that was hanging around the inn. Looks like all's well that ends well. The other haunted spots will probably disappear on their own now, too.
So does that mean the world's not going to end anymore?
I think so. Even if the omnipotent spring really is in that room. Without one around to grant the wish, there wouldn't be any more weird phenomena anymore. In theory, sure.
But we still don't know who was wishing for the world to end, though. That's the one thing I wish I knew.
Master, are you okay?
We're fine, we managed. All good.
Man, you're a really fast runner, Mash. I can't keep up at all. Oh, it feels so pleasant in here. Does this mean you solved everything? Alright. Wait, Kashi's on the ground. What are you people doing? We have to help her.
Buddy, she's the one who... I'm kind of getting the impression she was the bad guy here, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Snap out of it, Lady Kashin.
Ishiske,
Okay, she's back to talking how she should.
is this the room of no opening? So many new faces here. Are they new guests?
You don't remember us?
Senpai, I think Kashin might have been.
Yeah, 1-1 was possessing her.
Looks that way.
She sure doesn't seem to be faking it. Kashin, you just severed the bounded field around the room of no opening, and you almost turned into 1-1.
Do you understand?
I did? I'm so sorry. As a professional puppeteer, I should never have let this happen. Now that you mention it, I do feel as though I've been stuck in a dark place dreaming for a long time.
Really? Well, that would explain why you've been acting so weird lately. Your enunciation's usually all over the place, but the last few days you've been speaking totally normally.
I was? It must have been thanks to the Ox God. I hope I didn't cause any other trouble. The Ox God can be very mean. If it wanted, it could easily make haunted spots even more haunted.
So it was you and 1-1 who showed up, who powered up the big 5 ghost stories at the worst possible time. You were the ones who lured Ishtar in and us out to the endless hallway to try and kill us. The ones who stole Bazzett's briefcase and hid it in the inverse reflection room as a trap. And the ones who summoned the ghosts in the Camellia room as a last-ditch effort to slow us down.
I see.
No wonder we've been having so much bad luck lately.
Really? So the Ox God's the reason I got turned into a woman too?
No, that was all me. You had a beautiful soul, so I thought I would do you a favor.
Yeah, didn't you say you came here a while ago? She's only been like this for a few days. It didn't, yeah.
I understand you were under 1-1's control when we got here, Kashin. But may I ask what you were doing here at the Kumano Inn before that? My master was a sorcerer. He came to this inn to capture the Phantasmal, the Ox God that lives here. He was interested in the Ox God's ability to see the future, but the Ox God turned out to be a spirit without a physical body. Once he realized he couldn't capture the Ox God, my master left to look for a new supernatural being. And left me behind on this mountain.
Why'd you do that?
I've been studying the Ox God on his request.
Oh, okay.
And at some point, people began calling me the Ox God's priestess.
I see. I'm sorry to make you recount such painful memories.
Yes, it was very rude. I'm not a priestess.
I think she meant the abandonment part, but... alright.
Maybe not. But you obviously had the most ties to this god. That must be why it was able to possess you.
Well, now the door is open.
Yeah? Let's go see what's inside. You don't mind, right, Kinomi?
Oh, sure. Usually I'd be worried about getting cursed, but there's no Wanwan left to curse us now, right? Yeah, let's go. I'm curious about what's in there, too. Who knows, maybe there'll be something that'll kick off a second Kumano in Boom.
Well, there you have it, Ritsuka. Looks like we'll just have to go along. I think you should be safe, though. Zaki's still got plenty of pep, and I'm not getting a bad feeling about this either. Yeah, it'll be fine. A hole in the ground? It looks like a pit that formed on its own. No wonder it was called Wanwan's Road Home. It doesn't look too steep. As long as we're careful, I think we can all make our way down safely. I'm not detecting any magical energy. Just a faint heat signature. I think this is geothermal heat. According to what we heard, this should lead to hell? Or the spring, right. The secret spring. Forgot about that for a second. There it is, the 6th secret spring. So the omnipotent secret spring really did exist. Alright, we just defeated Wanwan, so... Yeah, I'm afraid this is just regular hot water. Nothing unusual about it. There was strong magical energy coming from the spring of male transformation on the 3rd day. And the spring of happy home life today. But this is just a normal spring. It seems like a good one, though.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, Kinomi. No worries. I can totally work with this. The atmosphere alone is gonna draw guests like flies to honey. I can put an elevator in the pit and... No, wait. That would ruin the natural ambiance. I'll build a nice wooden staircase for easy access. Install some beams to add minimal light fixtures. And then Wanwan's secret spring will all be done. We'll be all done. Whoa! I can't wait to get started. This is it. This is where I'm gonna turn my whole life around.
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
Man, I'm so glad this whole Kumano Hot Springs murder mystery is behind us now. You know, I think all of us coming together like this is a sign. So how about you guys help me with the building, funding, and marketing?
No.
What do you think, Aozaki? Anything to say?
Nope. At this point, I just have to admire his sheer selfless greed.
You win, Kinomi. You win.
I mean, hey. I would fund it, Kinomi. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely would. Mm-hmm. For sure. Alright. Life is pain, Dio.
自分、今回は普段よりおとなしいんすよね。空気読んで黙ってるっていうか、一元さんにクオン自体の品位が疑われるようなことはしないっす。
20% special attack, bind, stun, petrify, effect of the engraved card, plus skin 3C stars. That's pretty good. Put it on someone who can do one of those and... Alright. That's pretty good.
その輝き。
Ah, man. If I don't get Alice, I'm gonna be so sad. Alright. Nothing beats a dip in a hot spring after a job well done. I see you finally feel like you can take it easy. I suppose it's no surprise. Seeing how this case has literally been life and death for you. Please don't hold it against her if she starts acting goofy, you two. We won't. Hey, between the outdoor bath and this beautiful night sky, I can't blame her. I agree. It was so nice of the inn's remaining guests to let us have the outdoor bath again tonight. I mean, you did save everyone. I see. So Wanwan is gone, and the case is closed. Then the inn's other haunted spots should fade away in time. Though this also means the omnipotent secret spring is gone as well. Thank you for doing such a good job protecting my room, Mash. Now that the haunted spots will be gone, I can finally enjoy some private family time starting tomorrow. So you're still going to stay here for a while then? What about the rest of you? Well, it looks like Kashin's still processing what she went through, so I figure I'll stick around a while longer to keep an eye on her. Once she's back to her old self, then I'll tell her how pissed off I've been about these last 2 years. I think I'll stay here a while longer too. This experience has shown me that I still have a lot to learn. The Hell's Pavilion sounds like it should be perfect for training. There won't be any lights in there, and there should be plenty of boulders for target practice. I'm gonna say my goodbyes here. My business is done, and I got all the hot spring time I could want. So I think it's time I got back to my regular life now. Take care, young detectives. If our paths ever cross again, I'll make sure to offer you a discount. Ever the businessman.
Really? Are you sure you want to leave without ever trying our famous outdoor bath? You could always stay another night.
Nah, these hardworking youngsters deserve it more than me. Besides, I got my own outdoor bath at home. Good point. Aoko, Kwonji, why don't you take the outdoor bath today? You certainly earned it. Thank you. Don't mind if we do. Hey, I just realized, Tobimaru's not here. Anyone know where he is?
I saw him in the old building's lobby. He's always there in the evenings. Come to think of it, what is he doing there anyway? I guess he could have been looking for clues about your murder. Except he seemed to be sneaking around a lot for that.
Yeah, Tsukiji, what have you been up to? Hey, Tobimaru, what were you doing in the old building earlier?
I was on the phone. It's been several days and the police still haven't shown up, so I was worried there might have been a landslide on the road or something.
We're all going home tomorrow, right? So we gotta make sure we'll actually be able to leave. That's so responsible. You've learned to be really thoughtful about the details in the last 10 years, huh?
I know I've always been high-strung. I'm not like you, Naozaki. Deep down, I'm a coward at heart. When push comes to shove, I freeze. If reality throws up a wall, I just turn around and walk the other way. If there's something I can't achieve, I can see myself wishing for a miracle.
That sounds kind of serious, Tobimaru. Everything okay? Is your agency having financial troubles or something? Something.
Hardly. I'm enjoying my life just fine, and my future is looking pretty bright. Alright, I almost forgot. You're all already from the future, aren't you? Sojiro and I are from 2001. Well, maybe not this Sonoji, but you get my point. Nothing much changed in society when we hit the new millennium, but it still felt like a chance for a fresh start. Most people believe that the time of rapid growth and the time of paying the price for that growth is over now. They think this is the start of an age where everything will be new, and progress will continue unchecked. 10 years from now, the gap between rich and poor will be gone. Silly prejudices overcome, and countries all over will prosper. Yeah, Toby! Yeah, buddy, that's, yep, Yep, nothing, everything will be, all, just as you said. Just as you said, buddy. Yeah. It's a world where you can talk about lofty ideals like that,
and not have people constantly giving you side-eye. So what are things like in your time, Ritsuka? Is it like the world of the future we see in movies? Let's just say you won't be flying a car anytime soon. Yeah. Small everyday items might have surpassed anything people have dreamed up in movies. Mobile devices have had an amazing development compared to now. Honestly, I think they're even more revolutionary than flying cars would have been. They've made the world smaller than ever. Riddell said something about that once. I think it was once the world became like a dream come true, people stopped talking about other dreams. Funny, Shiki in the Suki remake said something very similar. I don't agree with that though. People are always going to dream, no matter what the times are like or what they're allowed to say. The only thing that changes is who people entrust their dreams to. They won't have to depend on those of their own time anymore. Entrusting one's dreams to people from a different time, huh? So even if one's time, the world one lives in, ends up at an evolutionary dead end. People born in that world could still be accepted and loved by a later world? Yeah. Even if, say, that world was erased because it wasn't in the right way forward? Yeah. You're quite the romantic, Mash. Oh yeah, it's all just, theory. This is just hypothetically speaking. Yeah, That's not the example I was thinking of, but it's wonderful. Right. Our history is full of incidents where one culture was trampled, and a new one was born from its remains. But there will always be people to inherit dreams that have no place to go. That hope of yours is the kind of thing that leads to the world growing bigger. Yeah. Sounds like they're talking some pretty complex stuff over there. Should we do this? Should we do the same? You can try. No, don't bother. I shouldn't have brought up this topic in the first place. In fact, no matter what the future has in store, there's no way it could beat what we've got here. Just look at us. We're enjoying a private outdoor bath at a fancy inn under a beautiful night sky. And we're doing it with friends and colleagues we all like and get along with. Life doesn't get any better than this. So let's wait to talk about the future again in their own times, and just enjoy what we've got now, in this moment. Yeah, I can get behind that, Toby. Just enjoying the now. All we really can do, really, right? And so the case of Wanwan at the Kumano Inn in the year 2001 drew to a close. The men and women gathered here from different worlds and different times gazed up at the starry sky. Their thoughts turned to memories of their own times, inspiring them to appreciate the daily lives they left behind. And so with both Wanwan's true identity and the killer's motive still unknown, Earth's last night came to an end. Oh? What do you mean, Earth's last night? Oh. The next morning, Awazaki Aoko's dead body was discovered at the public bath. I fucking knew that wasn't the end of it. It was too neat, too clean, too idealistic. God dang it. Plus, there's usually 7 sections. So,
in events, there's usually 7 sections, so I was like, yeah, there's no way they're ending at 5, right? That would go against the norm. Alright. I need 22.5. Yeah. Alright. Well, it makes sense. We did never find out what the hell happened with the star Aoka was fighting. So it only makes sense to do
と
more.
思ったんだが、これって清掃業務になるのかな。もしかしてお化け相手の立ちいや、なんでもないよ。
Used up all the Saint Quartz or summon tickets. Ah, man. That's tough. But is what it is. Yeah, it would have been way too convenient if defeating Wan also ended up defeating and stopping whatever that shooting star or whatever it is. Like that would have been way too easy. So it only makes sense we wouldn't end there. I get the weird feeling though that Aoka won't come back to life again though. Or I guess not come back to life, but send another of her. Maybe she will, but I feel like we're on our own at this point. Also, the section's a lot smaller. Only 3 nodes. But yeah, we're not doing that today. This is over 3 hours now, and I have to grind out some of these missions to get some exorcism points. But yeah, that was good. I'm still Alice-less. Sadly. All I can hope is... I mean, we should be getting some Saint Quartz and summon tickets, question mark? Soon? Because there's a social media campaign happening right now for like likes and retweets and whatnot. Yeah, let me bring up FGO's Twitter. So, yeah, 12 Saint Quartz and other valuable rewards. And there's 5 summon tickets on this picture or GIF. A golden fruit, silver fruit, mana prisms, so. As long as it hits the goal, which it should, it's at 25k of the Twitter ones, and I don't know what the Facebook numbers are at, but we should be all right. I should get my Alice, right? Hopefully, maybe, probably not. But yeah, anyway, tomorrow is the members stream day. Gonna be starting Fate Apocrypha, and then we'll continue or finish this on Monday. I believe is the plan. Or maybe I'll swap them around. We'll see. We'll see if I can get the exorcism points I need today or not. If I can't get them today, which I should be able to, maybe.
の問題点をリスト化してみたよ。こうするとちょっと楽しい
Caster
から
class
ね。
enemies.
じゃあ、一つずつ片付けようか。
5 divine summons.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If I can't get them caught up by tonight, then I'll plan for the member stream being tomorrow. And then finish this Monday. But if I can get it done tonight, then I might swap them and finish this tomorrow. We'll see. You'll see what it ends up being when the waiting room goes up, I guess. But yeah. Anyone else next tournament? I'm assuming it's probably gonna be like 25k. Like this is 22.5. The next one's gonna be 25, I'd imagine. I feel like that would probably make sense. Which, if that's the case, yeah, if Gogeta, if you have something going on tomorrow, then maybe I will do the member stream tomorrow, just like guarantee. And then that'll let me grind even more exorcism points to hopefully get to 25k and hopefully not have to get roadblocked at all. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll 100% members tomorrow. Finish this Monday, I think. We'll just do that. So no, you're fine. It also just makes sense, right? If there is a second roadblock after the 22.5 to do this one, it just makes sense for me to get it done all out of the way, so that way I don't have to stop and try and get points in the middle of everything. So it actually works out for just everything. So it's fine. And then Tuesday I'll probably take a break and let my voice rest. But anywho, I'm gonna quit blabbering. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.